real question, can you handle the truth? Real question, can you handle the truth? The real question, can you handle the truth? The real question, can you handle the truth? The real question, can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth?
Alright, what time are we on? Fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's sort my audio out first. Right now, GBlock. I was listening last night and I come across this. I thought I'll just try and put some evidence and facts to this conversation. And then we can all move on from this flat earth bullshit, can't we?
What it is, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was somebody said to me that earlier on today, Danny Roscoe kind of said that he knows this guy called David Weiss.
Let's put some context there. Danny Roscoe, Tommy Robinson, pet boy, if you like. His real name was Scott Tomlin. Changed his name by default for whatever reason. Make your own judgment. And David Weiss. He's the Flat Earth Dave, or DITRH. DITRH is what he's known as, really, within the industry. But yeah, correct.
He's like this famous flat Earth guy. I think he's the one that made an app. He made this app.
That's true. He did make it up. Let me see if I can find that app for you. Alright, so we found his app. Let's have a look here it is. Which we go to that one first. This is his app, folks. You get this on Apple Store. Blue Water Bay is DITRH's company. He makes the apps for him. Here's your Flat Earth apps. Let's have a look. So that's the important bit, really. $10.99 per year. For your year subscription. So keep up. I think it's 59p to download, I think, but I can't see that at the moment. Anyway, here's your app. Here's some pictures of it, look. Surprisingly, the app actually doxes people. There's all these little locations here. All these people here. It doxes them. Fucking idiots. Let's have a look. Craziness. There's actually an app. People believe this shit. Here we go, look at that. So within the app, you can all find each other. So it's like a Flat Earth group. Flat Earth cult. Whatever you want to put it. But yeah, that's the app that this man here, DITRH, owns, runs, gets paid for. I've got something for that. Hang on. Here you go.
Scammer. I'm a scammer, and I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. Then I'm lying. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling his app. Dave's a scammer. He's trying to steal $3 from you for his app. Dave Weiss is a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. He's just trying to sell his app. Dave's a scammer. Dave Weiss the scammer. I'm a scammer. My app doesn't work. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. I'm just trying to sell apps. I know the earth isn't flat. Dave's a moron. Dave's an app scammer. Dave just wants your money. Dave's a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's selling a useless app. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling apps. He doesn't believe the earth is flat. I'm the scammer trying to sell an app. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm...
Yeah, I agree. You are a scammer just trying to sell an app. Your own words. Anyway, so yeah, this Danny Roscoe lad seems to be a flat earther, and fair play to GBlock, Science, Kahn, and a few others spotting this. Shocking. People want to really have a word with themselves, supporting people who support flat Earth.
For flat earthers, that, I don't know, shows them, I don't know, some bollocks anyway. But he's somebody that Danny hopefully showed a clip of when we were chatting about it the other day, that Professor Dave humiliated him, just really ripped him apart.
Oh yeah, remember that? Yeah. You know what? I'll play that again. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. 2 seconds. Let me find that again. Yeah, that is a funny video. Yeah, this video here. This was it. So let me just get this in. Let me play it. It's pretty funny. It's not long, folks.
Problem is you can't do math, so you just do the math wrong.
Well, you just say that, but if you look at all of the curvature formulas under 1,000 miles, it's perfectly accurate. And then you think that we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour and we don't feel it, and we're changing, we're changing directions. How is that possible?
So is that right? That is the biggest, one of the biggest flat earthers argument out, right? You think we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, blah blah blah, and we don't feel it. Right, we have no understanding of the size of the Earth we're actually on. But Professor Dave schools him very easily.
How about when the Earth comes around comes around towards the sun in the winter, in our northern winter, it's speeding up and taking its sharpest turn, and then we don't feel any of those forces?
Its sharpest turn. Okay, so this one's really hilarious to me. So the sun goes around the Earth, the Earth goes around the sun in how long? How long does it take?
A year.
A year, right? So why don't you go ahead and get in a car and do a 360 turn and make it take a year? Are you going to feel that?
Dave, that's not a
Let's break it down. 360 degrees, 365 days. That's about a degree a year, right?
That's 1 degree.
Why don't you get in a car and drive for 24 hours and over 24 hours veer by 1 degree?
Exactly. So if you drove all day and just turned 1 degree, you would never feel that.
Are you going to feel that?
No, he wouldn't. Nobody would. And Dave knows it, look.
That would be equivalent to this. People say, well, I'm just trying to think of the easiest thing.
You're just trying to think of shit to say to get out of it.
I'm trying to think of something to say that will make sense.
Stop being a dick, all right?
Stop being a dick. I've got some more of them somewhere. I will find them. Give me 2 seconds. Let me quick smooch to what I've got with these fuckers. I debunked this shit fucking years ago with these cunts. Have a look what we got. Yeah, so here's another one from the same debate. More schooling from Professor Dave. Watch.
What do you want it to do? The light to go around the moon and come back and hit the other side like magic?
Without interrupting, let me just answer. When we have when it's nighttime, you're away from all lights and there's a full moon.
When you're listening to this Dave guy, right? It sounds like a child trying to explain the solar system.
I can read by that moonlight. That moonlight casts a shadow on the ground. Don't interrupt. That casts a shadow on the ground. So that moonlight, which is reflected sunlight off a dusty, dirty, rocky, rock ball in your world, is bright enough to travel 238,000 miles to cast a shadow on the ground and to light up my book so I can read. During a total solar eclipse in your world, the Earth is a full Earth from the moon's point of view. It's bigger and shinier, and it should light up the moon, but it doesn't, and no telescope.
Look at Professor Dave now. He's loving it because Dirth's just hanging himself.
No, from any position with infrared or anything has ever seen the moon.
Can you think of why? Can you think of why? Can you think of a much, much brighter object that is right there where the moon is?
Well, during
the corona of the sun, which is thousands of times brighter. What you're doing right now is you're basically saying, I'm going to shine a spotlight directly into your eyes, and then you tell me if you can see a firefly 2 centimeters to the right. Like, what are you talking about? Do you seriously not understand this stuff? A child can understand this stuff.
So when you're throwing out...
Exactly that. A child can understand it, and sadly, Dirth has not got the brains of a child. I've got the whole interview. If you go to Professor Dave's channel, just type in Professor Dave on YouTube, and you'll find all this. It's all there. It's hilarious to watch. Anyway, back to the GBlock panel.
Properly bullied the shit out of him. So Danny's saying that I think he knows this guy, or he can get this guy to have a debate with some of us about the flat Earth thing. So I was interested to ask Danny.
So Danny Roscoe, who thinks he's a flat earther and thinks Dirth's his mate, do you not think, Danny, you just get in contact with audiences? Because you know Dirth has a decent audience. Or are you generally a flat earther? Do you generally think what you're standing on today is flat?
Yeah, like if the guy will come on the show, because he's actually like well known in the flat Earth community. Obviously, he's just a complete retard, isn't it? Because he's so wrong about something so basic. So it's not a big problem.
Well,
it's not a big problem to deal with him. Well, what do you not reckon?
I'll tell you what did surprise me on GBlock's channel. If you read the chat, I don't know if you can see the chat or not, but if you read the chat, you'll be surprised of how many flat earthers are actually like on the panel. In the channel, subscribe to GBlock. I'm shocked.
Would that be a good thing to do? Like to try
Yeah,
and
of course
debate
it
an
would.
actual proper flat earther?
Fucking
Yeah, of
right,
course.
I'll be getting popcorn out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, if Dirth gets on, you've got to let me have a 5-minute slot, please, man. Let me ruin Dirth.
It'd be fun.
How much did he charge for app? I knew he definitely
$10.99 a year, and I think it's 59p for the app itself.
charged people, didn't
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know what his app is.
he? Yeah, was it educating people?
I think it might be like some sort of to do with networking a bit, and then
It's just a grift. The app, it's just got clocks of flat Earth. It's got a group of corporations. If you log in, you can all see where each other is on the world, like, so it's doxing each other really. And that's about it really, and gives you different like maps and shit of how they think it works. Total bullshit, but people are buying it.
Something to do with proving the flat Earth as well. Maybe he's got some stuff in the app that helps illustrate their side of the argument, I guess.
So the answers to the age-old question, well, the age-old debate of the flat Earth is locked behind a paywall.
Yeah, Luke. A good way of putting that is locked behind a paywall. It's a scam. It's a grift.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
Now.
Yep.
What the fuck in the Scientology is he trying to do? Get him on here.
He's a smart guy.
That's not the worst here. The funniest one is this guy. Oh, I've forgotten his name.
Now, Mr. Lottie, I think in the chat is saying it's £3.49. But well, there you go. I don't know. I thought it was 49p. Then it was $10.99 a year. That's what I just read anyway.
His name now, but he was like this rich mummy's boy in America. Yeah, I think they,
Justice had just made a comment there. I can get David to come on if you want. Well, Justice, yeah, do it. Get him on here.
Flat Earth documentary where they went to the.
And you can watch someone like me, and Luke, and Kahn, and Scientific Method, all ruin him. We haven't got degrees in science, really. Well, I don't think we have anyway. We've just got basic, just normal people.
The convention, they followed him around for like a few months or whatever. Yeah, this knob, yeah. He came on the the Good Morning program in the UK and all that as well. He made a fool out of himself, but he basically invested £25,000 to buy what's it called again? Begins with G, but it's this device which basically detects the spin of the Earth. So gyroscope, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a laser ring gyroscope, so it's like immensely accurate and reliable. Yeah, so because he was so sure that he was like, oh no, there's no way that you could prove the spin of the Earth, blah blah blah. It's all bollocks, yeah. And then someone explained to him, he's really dumb, yeah. So maybe he didn't really understand it, but someone basically convinced him that there's a way of testing for this. There's a device that we've had for hundreds of years, a basic gyroscope that you could use, a mechanical one, and that will give you the answer. But nowadays, there's obviously much more technological ways of doing it. So there's a ring laser gyroscope which costs like 25 grand or something. This idiot bought it. He done a show to tell the world that, look, now I'm going to operate this gyroscope and it's going to prove that there is no spin, there's whatever. And he ran it. And then he goes, oh, I just can't understand it. Every hour there's a 15 degree. Every hour there's a exactly 15 degree.
You know what? I'll get you that video. I've got that as well. Let me just find that for you because it is funny to watch. Thanks, Bob. Here you go, folks. Listen to this.
We carried out an experiment to test rotation to the Earth. If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. One of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000. But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift. A 15 degree per hour
Thanks, Bob.
drift.
This is the bit you need to really listen to. Okay? Scientific, if you're listening. Luke, Kahn, whoever else on GBlock, if you listen to this, listen to this bit.
At a conference in Raleigh, we want to have proof there's no curvature. And if we can do that, it's game over. But the rotation is not looking good at this point. We don't want to blow this, you know? Right. We've got $20,000 in this freaking gyro. But yeah, if we dumped what we found right now, it'd be bad. In this freaking gyro. But yeah, if we dumped what we found right now, it'd be bad. But yeah, if we dumped what we found right now, it'd be bad. It would be bad.
Yeah, wouldn't it just? So a flat earther debunks himself, and they're the best ones, to be fair. And they debunk themselves. Here we go.
You went 25 grand into space.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you can watch him doing this, yeah, and you're thinking to yourself, bro, are you some kind of idiot? Like, what you were expected to see if the Earth is round with this device is a 15 degree per hour drift. Every hour, the gyroscope will drift 15 degrees, showing you that you've now spun 15 degrees of a full circle. But then he kept saying it to himself, like, oh, God, I don't get it. It must be miscalibrated. There must be something wrong with it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a 15 degree drift per hour, and you're just sitting there thinking, what could explain that? And you know, when you just see, like, brother, what's wrong with you? What do you mean, what could explain that? Like, he's just sitting there, not even
staring you in the face.
Yeah, staring you in the face. It's just mad. But yeah, these types of people, yeah, it's just really funny, allowing them to expose themselves. And this David Weiss.
See, you got Justice in the chat, right, saying it doesn't measure Earth rotation science. It fucking does. It measures the drift. Jesus.
Kind of character, yeah. He's no different. Like, he's more of a charlatan. I think deep down he doesn't believe it himself. He is
definitely a charlatan.
I think a lot of people who are.
Let me just remind you of the charlatan.
A scammer. I'm a scammer, and I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. Then I'm lying. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling his app. Dave's a scammer. He's trying to steal $3 from you for his app. Dave Weiss is a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. He's just trying to sell his app. Dave's a scammer. Dave Weiss the scammer. I'm a scammer. My app doesn't work. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. I'm just trying to sell apps. I know the Earth isn't flat. Dave's a moron. Dave's an app scammer. Dave just wants your money. Dave's a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's selling a useless app. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling apps. He doesn't believe the Earth is flat. I'm the scammer trying to sell an app. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm giving you all this bullshit. I'm a scammer.
And illegality in court, that would actually get him out of any wrongdoing.
Not just flat Earth, but a lot of like heads of conspiracies or people who have like made a platform from it. Alex Jones, for example, I don't believe they believe the shit that they push out. They can't.
Yeah, I agree. Conspiracies sadly just turn into a business. They turn into a grift. They turn into a scam, basically, and a hoax. Or a hoax turns into a grift. Is the best way to put it. Totally agree. Good to see that GBlock has some sensible people on the panel. Yep, I'm going to go with that comment. Definitely sensible. Good talking panel. I don't know how many was watching at the time. It's had 2-3 views, so that's good. The chat was buzzing. The chat was buzzing as well. So yeah, get yourself over to GBlock, especially on a Friday, because I missed it. And have some laughs and giggles with the flat earthers for a start. Alright folks, catch us all later for the next one. I won't bore you to death. Let's just get some juice on in it. Let's get some juice on.
The real question, can you handle the truth? The real question, can you handle the truth? The real question, can you handle the truth? The real question.